Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are going to pick up where we left off yesterday with Minecraft and the Shulker farm on the Mushroom Island. It's a pretty large undertaking. We had a little bit of a snag yesterday where I was trying to figure out where I wanted to build it. I continued to build it higher and then I forgot to put the snow golems in. So we've got to do a little deconstruction and reconstruction today to get the snow golems into the farm, but it shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. We are going to start off by ripping through one of the old floors and replacing the clock, and then that should give us access to the spot where we need to put the golems. It is a design by the Archivists. I will have a link actually in chat now that I think about it. Let's just share that link. So if you're live here with me now, then you can check out the farm and see for yourself. I've got some feedback from some people in the Spawn Chunks community that they have also built the farm on their servers, and it needed some adjustments at the top because of the way that the boats work in new versions of Minecraft, but we should be able to adjust that with a link in the description on the YouTube video. So it should be pretty straightforward. SweetSandi, good to see you. Iris Bear, hello, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a good Thursday so far. It is Thursday all day long, yeah. And I've got nothing new to report. Same old, same old. There is a new episode of the Spawn Chunks, a new episode of the Citadel Cafe out there. I hope you're listening. They're free. I think they're fun. I'm a little biased because I'm on both shows, but it's a great way to fill in things like a commute or background stuff to listen to while you're playing Minecraft or your favorite video game. So let's just dive right in. I'm excited to finish this farm. So there is the progress so far. We've got another 2 floors to add. You can see the scaffolding layers representing where we have to add those. We only crafted about half of the slabs that we needed, so we are going to have to make more of those at some point. I don't remember how many we had before we started placing them in the farm. So for that, we are going to have to guess, maybe make some as we go. I don't want to make too many because we don't have a lot of sandstone. There is a desert nearby that I could use as a mining facility as well, so we can do that. What we need to do is get up into the clock area. So let's just scoot up here. Right. So this is the area we need to take apart. So the good news is, if I just remove this stuff, I should be able to access what I need. So there's the trapdoor, the clock. And I need to get the water out of there. I think that's a stair. No, that's a slab. It's a double slab, I think. There's the water. Apparently I can't go down any farther than that. There's the trapdoor for the golems. I guess that's where the golems are supposed to go. Right, 1, 2. There's the golem space. So that's where we're supposed to put the golems. This is a stair. And that's an upside down stair. Yeah. So let's just put a couple of temporary blocks here. I should be able to build the golem there. So the golems have to go down in that space. So I should be able to do that, and then that, and then push him in. 1, 2, 3. I think there's 7 altogether. I saw this in a separate video, but somebody in chat, I think it was Wormboat, mentioned that you can build these guys horizontal, like a wither. It's cool. Didn't know you could do that until I did the research for this farm. Okay, so they are all in there, and then we are supposed to close the trapdoor. I believe there was a scaffolding bit here, and there was the upside down stair there. I'm going to rewatch part of the video just to make sure I didn't screw that up. Okay. Right. Summon the snow golems. We just did that. So there's 10 in total. Cool. More golems equals higher rates, but the growth is not linear. I mean, you could put more golems in there, I guess. 23 golems, playerless rates increase to about 900 shells an hour. I don't need that many. I feel like 10 should be fine. Close the trapdoor. We have closed the trapdoor. Oh, I closed the trapdoor manually. I should close the trapdoor with the lever. That's open. Crap. That's closed. That's open. Okay. Close the trapdoor. And storage, we skipped this because we're not storing things in the farm. So this is the part where I've got to double check that there's scaffolding on the double slab and the trapdoor. Double check that. There's scaffolding on the trapdoor and on the double slab. Ring of stairs around all of that. There is a ring of stairs all around. The scaffolding, correct? And then 3 stairs in a row that way. And 3 stairs in a row that way. Stairs in a row that way. Stairs in a row there. Got the slab in there already. And then we'll have to, I think, remove that stair and then put in the water. temporary stair in the north end and place a top stair in the back side. Oh no, we need to place a temporary stair, waterlog the stair. That slab's already in there. Right. So we need to replace the water, and that goes over one behind the scaffolding. Okay. So for that, we need to get back up. There's the scaffolding. There's the slab that holds the water back. We need a temporary stair in that position. We need to waterlog it. I don't know why we have to remove it, but we do. That should send everything out that way. Now, for this, I'm going to have to stop and wait and see what happens. I think we have to put the note block there. I'll probably have to remove one of those observers. And I also think I picked up a trapdoor, yeah. I gotta rebuild the clock. This is the AFK platform, which we don't care about. I'm not worried about this right now. Coming back to the mill farm, bridge out 2 blocks. Okay, that's in there. And then we did like the ring, right? Done that. We double checked it. It does look like that. Scaffolding. And that covers everything. There's a block and then 2 bits of water. Block and then 2 bits of water. 2 slabs above the top stair and leave 2 adjacent water blocks open. That's that. This needs to get covered up. And I feel like that does 2, maybe? Darn it, I'm in here and, well, I guess I can get back. I'm losing the light. Thanks, Sandy. I did pretty well yesterday. I don't think I forgot to take it down once. Or if I did, it was not for anything important or very long. Yeah, you don't have to really try to have a soft landing with scaffolding. That's interesting. I don't think I knew that. Yeah, this needs... I don't remember breaking that. How do I even... Nope. Oh, was this... No, that's right. You go out 3. We knew that much. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 in either direction from that little bit. Can you even see that far? Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think we're good. Trapdoor goes on the double slab and you flip it. Trapdoor goes on the double slab. This is all very, easy when you're doing it correct the first time. Can I get in here? Can't get in there. I gotta come back down from the top again, I guess. Yeah, like I'm not trying at all to make a soft landing. It's just happening. The note block goes on top of that. And then the piston goes in front of the note block. Note block. I still haven't found a good sci-fi texture for note blocks. Has anybody seen one? I'll break one of these observers. Well, this is going to cause the same problem, isn't it? This one I have to break. Of course, I can't get it. Oh, got it. Okay. And piston. That just faces down next to the note block. Okay. It's in. So what are the observers detecting when I turn this on? Do you punch the note block to you punch the note block to start the clock, right? That's the idea. So then there's slabs and a gap around the piston. Double check that. There's just a gap around the piston. There's no other gaps. Supposed to be 2 gaps there. Don't actually know what the piston is for. I guess it forces the shulker box to move. I spoke too soon, saying that I was doing all right yesterday. I don't think this is supposed to be here. That is the whole thing. And then we come in from the edges. We've done this part. Okay, we've done this. We've done the next step. So we should be almost ready to move on. Oh, faster, do that. And then another layer. I think that's as far as we've got. Yeah, we did the little slab nubbies, then we did the scaffolding, and now we need to place a block and then well, we don't need to place a block. We've got temporary blocks already in there. So in the video, yeah, we did the little bits down there, scaffolding, and what XP does it have? So they went up a block. It's deceptive with the field of view. And then they just do slabs over the whole thing. Like those don't look like slabs. They look like full blocks from this angle. Okay. So if we followed what they did on the video, they did this and then that and then started that. We could have easily just placed it there, right? Something I like about following tutorial videos live on stream is that it gives me a chance to drink my coffee. Your hands aren't both busy. I feel like they leave a hole. Yep. It's funny how things give you ideas. As I've been sitting here flying back and forth and seeing these like symmetrical build tests here in the staging area, I was thinking like it would be really neat to have some sort of like batteries or something in your main build, like in whatever we decide to call a home base. It would be cool to have some things. I don't know if I'd want to put them in the corners like this because we'd want to walk around them to get to the storage, but it would be kind of cool to have some sort of like, maybe not for them, but maybe like one central battery. I don't know. It could be kind of neat. You see them all the time in Star Wars, like the weird kind of glowing consoles. Okay, I think that's good. And I think we repeat the same little process with the different nubs again. Repeat the slab support placement as before. And then put another layer of scaffolding. Oh, and one support in the middle. Okay. That's different. I don't think we had to do that last time. Okay. So we just repeat with slabs. Nope. That's what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, in the middle, which direction are they facing when they place this? So that's south, so they faced north, and they put a support on the north one. I'm glad I'm pretty good with directions, because I can easily remember in the video that the water is south. You looked through the tutorial earlier today, Sandy, so you know how it works? Nice. Music for gaming, hello. I never do it right the first time, even when I'm following a tutorial in order. See, my problem is that, like, I get a little, I wouldn't say overconfident. I tend to tweak farms. Like, I very rarely do I build something exactly the same way as the people that do the tutorial. I usually want to change the materials, the scale. I often am scaling it down, usually. Whoops. No, it's this one. I don't know whether that went all the way. Oh, not what I wanted to do. We discovered earlier that it was easier to do this in concentric rings than try to do that all at once because the support only reaches so far. At least scaffolding is easy to place. Megabyte is probably flipping in her chair. All right, I need to make a couple of notes for my own in between streams, like pre-production stuff. Is that I want to find textures for note blocks and scaffolding that look kind of sci-fi. I don't necessarily have to make them myself, but that would be fun. But I just don't know. It's probably going to be easier to find something, at least for now, that works. Confirm the item drop works. Yes, when the player can fall through it. 100%. Alright, so that goes, fill in the thing. They leave the hole. Do the thing. And then I think we just repeat the same process again, right? Another layer of slabs. Stand in the center. In the center double slab. Oh, this is where the dropper goes? Really? Huh. I know we've got one more floor to go. Okay, so we need dropper. Stand on the central double slab facing south. Oh, with a cobweb in front of it. Dropper and a cobweb. Comparator. Repeater. Repeater. Redstone dust. I don't think I knew that you could put redstone dust in scaffolding. Put it in subtract mode. All right, I'm gonna stop there. So we need repeater, redstone, cobweb. Face south. So for people that don't know, there's a compass on my map. Although it's weird when you enlarge it, it flips it, which is not great. I might want to change that. It also freezes it, like it doesn't move. But if it's minimap, it moves. Anyway, whoops. Facing south. And I had the dropper standing on the double slab, central double slab. Right, that's the one we just put in. Dropper, cobweb. I'm assuming this just collects everything so that they all group up into a stack before they go through. Is it possible to regional resource packs, note blocks in one area are crates, but another they are vaults? Yes, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you can do it by. I don't know what the range is, but you can do it on a server where you can force load a resource pack when a player enters a certain area. I just don't know how big or small that area has to be. That was a feature that they added in Minecraft somewhere in the last year. Maybe it was 2 years ago. And the idea for me that now that I've finished West Hill, one of the things I want to do is set aside like a texture pack, call it West Hill, and then when server mates go to West Hill, the server will actually like give them a chat. It'll give them like an alert in chat, and it'll say, hey, this is the texture pack that you want to use in this area, with a link to download it. I don't know if you can automatically force it. I mean, you can force them to use it, I think, but I don't know if you can force the download. Like, I think there has to be some sort of permissions, but it is cool, yeah. So again, it would be neat to do that for the Sci-Fi Zone, So like the moment that you teleport in, you get a notification, hey, this is a texture pack. I do remember that was a thing on Minecraft Middle Earth when I took the tour. Well, I took the tour. No one took me around. I went and I looked around myself. It was amazing. It was so cool. But of course, it's a very custom medieval texture pack. All right, so comparator out the side and then redstone dust. So we've got comparator, stone dust, repeater, redstone dust, and then redstone dust. And the repeaters in subtract mode. I like the new animation texture for that. I think it's cool. Slab next to the dropper. 1 hopper, 2 hopper, 3, 4. Okay, so it's like a U. Okay. There was a slab next to the hopper. This is where I would, or the dropper. I'd love to know what the slab was for. Need some droppers. Hoppers, rather. Yeah, the new texture for repeaters and comparators looks so good. So it's 1. Oh, it's just a 1 hopper. Again, the perspective really messes with you. Okay. Thought it was 2. And this goes around this way. So we've got into there. 2. I do have a texture pack that shows you the arrows on top of the hoppers, which is nice. It's subtle, but I think it's very helpful. They've got something sort of similar. I'm not sure what the red mark, I guess the red mark indicates whether it's a locked hopper. That probably lights up red if it's locked. They've got 2 slabs. 6 slabs. 8 slabs. This is the top layer, or have you forgotten the scaffolding layer? I haven't forgotten the scaffolding layer, I don't think. I feel like there's another layer on top of this. Yeah, there's another layer of scaffolding. And then... Hold on. So we did that, we did that. We're now, that looks like the hoppers and the droppers there. So the 8 slabs. There's a whole other layer of stuff. Temporary block, right. The good news is that there's an indication for me that I still have the other screen up and that my cursor doesn't show up in Minecraft. We just did that. I hope this is okay and better than me having this open on a second monitor. Fill in the rest of the layer with bottom slabs. This is where I think we're gonna have to make more slabs because yeah, we're out of slabs. So we're gonna have to make more at some point. At some point, no, I guess we've got the hole covered in the middle there, don't we? I've never seen a circuit like that for an auto dropper. Mine is always a lot larger. It's like a 3x2 area. I did not think we were going to have the space to do that, or the number of slabs. All right, we only have 25 left, so we obviously will have to make more. Yeah, I hope it's helpful for people to see what's going on too. All right, fill in the layer. Did that. Bottom slabs. And then we do the support slabs again, I think. Add 8 support slabs and another 3 as shown with a fence in the middle. 3 with a fence, and then can't really see. It looks like they're the same as before. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Fence. And the support slabs. Okay. while I'm down here, I'll make another few slabs. I don't remember how many slabs I've made, so I can't go crazy with this. We also don't have any smooth sandstone. That's all cut stuff. I'm not sure what's cheaper, to make the sandstone or convert the sand. It's probably cheaper to make the sandstone. How do you make... Oh, you gotta smelt it, don't you? Okay. Furnace. I'm gonna have to do something to light this up. It feels really kind of dark. Oh, I feel like that's the right way. Add, fill in the layer with scaffolding, leaving the central 3x3. Okay. Again, it looks so strange. They don't look like slabs. They look like double blocks, but it's a fence. I just said the first. Okay, well, first we need to fill in the gaps. That we have enough to do. At least they're not going into the hoppers. So dumb. Not the design, scaffolding. Scaffolding is the dumb thing. They covered up some of the hoppers, I think. Yep. I've mentioned this a number of times over the years that I've been streaming, but I find repetitive things in Minecraft difficult to talk over. I don't know what it is. If I'm designing something or puzzling through a tutorial, I can talk and narrate the whole way. But the moment where I'm doing something like this, where I'm mining out a large area, I just, for whatever reason, I just find it very difficult to speak over. It's odd. I think it's like that. It's like the white noise of it kind of like messes with your head. Well, this is all the scaffolding. I mean, I brought extra because I was creating things to stand on. Okay, now we're good. I might have to go and watch what they do to change the boats, depending on how we get there. So fence on either side. And then fence on top to make a T shape. So at this point, I think in the description there is like an update that someone told me about. Good place for break? Yeah, you're probably right. After 1.20.4, you have to make the following changes to attain the same level of efficiency. To watch that. Bookmark that. If your snow golems are dying, you have to place a stair against the scaffolding above the lever to close it off. Well, you should have fixed the video. Jeez. The player AFK chamber, blah, blah, blah. Player AFK. I guess that's the boat fix. Okay. Sandy has mentioned that it's close to an hour, and they're right. So we're gonna make some adjustments here. I am just gonna fly over here. I don't know if I have a video be right back screen yet. I don't think I do. To set that up. Folks, I take a break once an hour. It is about that time. So I'm just going to let these things cook and I will be right back. Looks like we got everything we need. I probably overkill. I think it's 120 items for a block of coal. Oh no, I don't want that. I want smooth. I needed more dye than that. Okay. Guess I'll just bring this with me. Bit of spare. Thanks, Sandy. Blue Crow, hello. If I have time to watch a stream, I always come on at the break time. There are a number of people in your boat, Blue. That happens a lot, actually. All right, so we've got to watch this shift. So align yourself to face the center diagonally and place boat rowing it into the middle. So watch how it's done in the original. Right? You get out of the boat. Do the same thing. Pretty slick. Place four slabs as shown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waterlog the middle fence. It's got something to do with things being put into boats and then being immediately ejected when the boat is waterlogged. Fill in the area with bottom slabs. Oh, so this is where we're going to run out of slabs. We're going to have to go get more dye. And then we got the walls. Oh, I got to make sandstone walls too. It's so funny that in all the screenshots that they show the profile, they don't show this part. Hey, Blast Jordan, how's it going? Slabs around the edge. So maybe we made almost enough slabs. Weird. And then another as the roof. All right, yeah, we're definitely gonna run out of slabs. All right, so that's how they did the boats, but then in this update somewhere, this one. In 1.25 and above, instead of shulker bullets spawning in the center of the block, they spawn in the center of the shulker's location. This slight shift upwards has affected farm designs. This change negates the effect of the bullets change. Important, there are multiple boats in the video. That is an error on my part. The design should only have 2 boats, as shown in the Archivists video. So this apparently fixes. You remove the water, remove the slabs. Put a sign there. Full block? I didn't think you were supposed to put full blocks at all on the farm. There's no... Oh, weird. There might be audio. I have it muted right now. Why does that fix it? I mean, again, we'll probably have to watch the video. Oh, there's no audio. So strange. I guess the walls don't need to be that high either. That's good, because the walls look kind of ugly. Glad to hear your fever's gone, Blast Jordan. That's good. Both of my parents are sick with COVID right now. Okay. Maybe the walls are not as tall as I thought they were. I think that's where we are. Scaffolding all around a single fence. Place fences on either side of the first. Make a T-shape. Put the boats in the corners. The way that people were talking about this, I thought that the boat thing wasn't going to work. It was easier than I thought. Megibite, what's going on? How are you? Lurking and working today with you on my second monitor. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, doing fine. Got lots of coffee. So I apologize for the sea of scaffolding. I know you will probably throw up a little bit in your mouth, but it's for a good cause. I need shulker boxes, and I need a lot of them. How is it Thursday already? It's crazy. The scaffolding is a bit distressing, but I'll let it slide. Well, that's good to know. It's because it's me, right? Because it's me. Repeat on the other corner. We did that. We're following a tutorial. People that are just coming in, perhaps. 4 slabs as shown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the thing I think they changed. Or did they change the other thing? Yeah, this is the thing they changed in this video. So he destroys the slabs here. And instead it's like a ring. I really don't know. So there's scaffolding and a ring. So there is the cobweb. So 5 slabs. And a sign, which I don't have. Pretty big Mushroom Island. Hey, Miggy. It's just gonna be so much fun to turn this into something cool. I've got a sign right here. Oh, I need to make some smooth sandstone. I don't think we can make smooth sandstone walls. I think we can make sandstone walls, though. You love a Mushroom Island project? Nice. Well, this is ginormous. I think we said it was 700 by 700 blocks, roughly. And I know you're working and lurking, but you'll enjoy this too. Wait for this. Where's my lush cave entrance? I think it's this way. Nope. I do get turned around. There it is. So underneath this giant mushroom island is a giant lush cave, which is just absolutely huge. And we've lit it all up. So we're going to put a mob farm down here. But it's just massive. All right, so he puts a sign there. Esprit, hello, hello, how's it going? Maybe a silly question, but do mobs still spawn in the Lush Cave, or is it still technically the Mushroom Island chunks, so no spawning? They do spawn in the Mush Cave, because I almost died a lot trying to light it up. They spawn a lot in the Lush Cave, because there's nowhere else for them to spawn. That's the whole idea. There are there are deep slate caverns below the Lush Cave, and the Lush Cave stops and it goes back to mushroom fields. So there's like a vertical biome. So I think in dripstone caves and in Lush Caves, no matter where you are in the overworld, you'll still get spawns. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Because otherwise, on a mushroom island, if you wanted to do mob farms, you'd have to put them on the outside, right? And we've got plans for that too, because there is somewhere down... There's an ocean monument over here somewhere. There's one there, but there's two here, one there, and one there. And then I didn't see, I don't think there's a third one up this way. But we've got lots of desert to mine for sand, which is cool. Oh yeah, there's the third. 1, 2, 3. They're not close enough to each other, I don't think, because each one of these little squares is a chunk. So I don't think they're close enough that you could AFK between the two. These two might be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe not. So he puts a double block up there. I don't know why this would fix anything. And he's got buttons on the top of that. So why does that... I guess it gives them something to latch onto. Doesn't look like they changed anything about the walls. So we still need the walls. The walls go... Okay. So it's one back from the boats. Don't know if it goes out that far or not. So this is this part that we're skipping because it has to be changed. Waterlog the thing. Where is this in relation to the fence? Diagonal to the fence. 2x5 area with bottom slabs. So 1, 2, 3. Wall goes there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he did 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it goes to there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then back to where we started. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there. Build the walls up in the corners. I wonder why that is. I wish they would explain what that's for. Slab off the lower wall. Okay, that looks like it's the same in this one. Yeah, there's 2 more walls on either corner. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So we didn't change it. It's so hard when the POV is so extreme. So this is corners with the boats. Looks like it's that. And then we've got one here. Need more red sandstone. And for that, we need more dye. How'd you find the stream, Esprit? Hope I'm saying your name right. Always fun to find out where people are coming from. I feel like that should be enough. Oh my gosh, we're almost full. That's crazy. I feel like I'm moving really slow for some reason. I don't know why. While I'm here... Hmm. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do right away. You forgot the pink dye again? I did not. There's pink dye right here. Look. 9. Mm-hmm. I also need to make red sandstone. I'll just use some of this. I think I can just do this like this. I might need more than 16. My brain is still not used to having the data pack. We can dye sand, so it's not a big deal. Let's go see how our farm is doing. I know this won't smelt the whole stack, but it'll at least get something done. And it's free. Whoops. Crap. Obviously did not need that many more of those. Build the walls up in the corners. This is where I wish they would explain why. Slab off the lower wall. And slab the tops of all the walls. And then over there is where we have to make the change, I think. Find the ones with the supports below them. So this is just the same pattern, right? I don't have to look for the supports below. I can just count in from the edges. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. That's the same pattern that we've been doing this whole time. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Where did that go? Well, that's not cool. Oh, there it is up there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3 in from the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then fill in the final bottom slab layer as the roof. So that all connects to the slabs we just laid down. I wonder why these need to be there. Has anybody got anything on the Steam Autumn sale that they're keeping their eye on? There's a couple things on my wish list that are on sale, but I don't know if I'm going to jump in. There's one called Cozy Home something. Looked like a fun pixel art chill game. Don't think we're gonna have enough? Maybe. I was guessing. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Nice. We might have to make some more depending on what that adjustment is to the side here. See, they show you the profile, but the POV is so extreme you can't see the extra scaffolding. They leave it in there. I wonder why that is. Final checks before you put it to shulkers and make building matches like this. Oh yeah, you can see them there. Okay, so we'll switch over. They're looking at it from this way, I think. Looks good to me. So we're obviously going to make the change in the video. So we don't have the AFK chamber because we're not going to use it. Cross-check the core of the farm, and then right-click the note block to start the clock. Okay, don't have to watch getting the shulkers. That's going to be easy. He's already in a minecart. So now we just got to rewatch this part. Any reason you're using red sandstone, or just because we can, because of the dying data pack? No, because it looks cool. We looked at a couple different variations. We were looking at red nether brick, sandstone, and regular sandstone. We looked at some of the wood as well, but it just looks like wood. So we wanted something that looks kind of sci-fi. We're going to dye some signs as well with some glow ink. Does anybody know a good design for a glow ink farm? Like a simple one that I could put up temporarily? All right, so we're removing that bits. I can probably mute this. There is a sign that goes there. And then a temporary block that goes on the sign. And another block that goes on top of that. Okay, so 2 temporary blocks, I think. Oh, and it's nighttime. Hold on. Blue, yeah. So these were the couple of the designs we were looking at, and adding some like neon signs and stuff. But I decided on this one. That looks the coolest. We're probably gonna end up with some glass too. I came all the way down here for. I've got temporary blocks. I need more slabs. 2 temporary blocks go on top of this. Oh, I needed buttons. That's what I didn't get. Break that. Slabs go on double slab. Such a strange way to get up there. Right, I need to go get buttons before I do anything. So 2 temporary blocks. Double slab. We'll just do it. They've not given us an explanation, so we'll just run with it. I'm pretty sure that he destroys that middle one. Break the middle one, put that one back in, and then put buttons on the top. Break all the temps, and then re-waterlog the fence. Okay. I'm gonna watch the beginning again just to make sure. So he took the water out of the fence. He then removes these 2. Okay. My guess is that they have to come like out of the boats and then up into here or something. Don't know. I thought that they all had to die like in these spaces. So I thought they go into the boats and then they go into this space here facing south. I don't know why you'd give them a space to go to though. It feels like they're going to teleport to that. I don't understand. Typically use a tank with axolotls for glow squid. Oh, interesting. Where do glow squid usually spawn? Is it caves? I am not convinced that this is going to work because no one's given me an explanation in their tutorial videos as to how it's going to end up being. So I guess we can watch the end of the first tutorial. Oh, I need to get Potion of invisibility. Don't need that. I don't think. Splash potion of regen. Splash potion of healing. Invisibility. We might actually want to go get that. All right, I don't need to know where to get them. Transport tips. I guess we could just watch this. Certain spots in the end cities were easy to access shulkers for pickup. We've got a data pack that allows us to create kind of spawn shulkers out of endermites. It's called the Voodoo Beard Shulker Mite data pack. Go. Yeah, otherwise I'd have to transport a shulker 35,000 blocks, and I'm just was not interested in doing that. Lower than 30. Okay. Lower than 30 and Y level. So I could technically probably make a glow squid farm in the lush cave, hey? Has to be 0 light. Really? Interesting. We could probably pull that off. So this is just showing you how to get a shulker into the end portal, if this is how you were doing it. Before sending the shulker to the farm, make sure to heal it even if it's not damaged. What did they use to heal it? Splash potion of regen. And then they send the shulker along a track. Use an activator rail on a teleport-proof track near the farm to get the shulker in. Activator rail on a teleport-proof track. So it teleports on top of the lever, and then it goes into the farm. But it goes into the farm, like, I'm confused as to how it would get shot if it just kind of goes wherever it wants. All right, either way, we need a splash potion. Potion of regen is a ghast tier. Oh, gross. Okay, and invisibility is night vision plus a spider eye. Okay, we can do that. Potion. Probably put away some of this stuff. Do I have a bunch of gas tiers? I think I do. I might need some of this. Gas tiers. If I did, they would be in here. Yep. Brewing stand. Gunpowder. Okay, and then we need... What else do we need? Spider Eye. I've got those, just not on me. I think they're probably back at Dartmouth Meadows. And... I think 3 of them should be fine. And redstone dust. Why does a treasure chest box have iron nuggets? That's a really good question. I don't know. I probably just haven't moved it over to my iron box. Oh, you know what? No, I really don't know. It was probably before I had shulker boxes for everything. My ender chest is really old in terms of its organization. It definitely rains a lot less on a mushroom island. The server seems to be giving us less rain this time around. Spider Eye and... Yeah. Okay. Thunder and lightning, yep. Gotta love it. Oh, you know what? I might have some in here. Survey says... Nope. I find it so strange that the pickaxe doesn't bounce around when you walk. But the axe does. I wonder if my mod has got a problem with it. Because I've got a mod that removes the head bob but adds the hand bob, so that you still get the cool animation, but it doesn't like mess with your vision. Spider Eye, fermented Spider Eye. I don't think there's more gas tiers there. Glowstone dust. Okay. I'm gonna go grab some spider eyes just in case I need them. Really funny at this stage to go back to one of the first farms I built on the server to get some stuff. Crap. That was probably a spruce log. Hopefully I've got one handy. That's annoying. Just because a farm is old doesn't mean it's not needed. No, I'm just, the thing is with no one really playing around here, I'm surprised the farm is even ever loaded. Well, that's a dungeon farm. Like you have to physically AFK at it for it to be something that works. The target chamber is the closest permanent place the shulker can be. So it jumps there. You'll have to be more specific. Music for gaming. Oh, you mean in the middle? I think I know what you mean now. I had to remember what you were talking about. All right, we need a fermented spider eye for invisibility potions. And water. I think water. Awkward potion. Oh, I had spider eyes. Whoops. Yay for data packs. Potion of invisibility. And that doesn't have any like extra. Extended potion of invisibility. Looks like they're already extended. Does it go beyond 8 minutes? Is that the max? Miss Kirby, hello. How's it going? Yeah, we're about to move the shulker to the farm, I think. We're going to try it anyway. I've got to turn on the trapdoor first, though. 8 is the max. Okay, so these are good. Now, awkward potion is just water. that. What's awkward potion in the gas tier? I don't know why they have this step. I feel it's overly complicated. Zenthane X, hello, how's it going? Been a minute. Hope you're well. Potion of regeneration, and now I need to make it Potion of regeneration plus Potion of regeneration 2. I feel like probably the duration one. Redstone? Probably redstone. And then gunpowder. Or can I only do gunpowder? This is the thing that's not clear. If I make it an extended potion, I put redstone in there, can I also make it a splash potion? I'll wait for chat. Yeah, cool. Regen potions are pretty short. And then splash. As far as I know, you can make all normal potions into splash potions. Cool. I don't mess with brewing at all. I've never really had to, outside of early game when we were doing the Guardian monument cleanup thing. Flash regen. I already had one. Huh. Okay. And now we need my rail box. And I'm just going to go with, what do I have the most of in terms of slabs? Probably these ones. Just go with cobblestone. Activate a rail. Probably had that in there too. Yeah, I did. Okay. What I do need though is a couple of levers and some solid blocks. You can even make splash water potions? Wow. So the Shulker is in there. He's already on a track. So I just need to, well, first I need to remember to remove all this garbage that we don't want or need. And I also need to start the farm by right-clicking the note block. I'm going to do that in the daylight. Yes, I should also take the break. So we're on the cusp of putting the shulker box in, or the shulker in the shulker box farm. So give me 5 or 6 minutes, folks. I need to take another break, and I'll be back shortly thereafter. You can grab a friend, grab a snack, let them know that we're streaming. I'll be right back. So as far as a teleport-proof track, it just has to be slabs, right? I'm looking for rockets. Yeah, no full blocks. Cool. All right, there's the note block, I think. So I need to get in here and remove a lot of this other stuff. It's all spawn proof, but I don't need any of this. Okay. Right, so if I'm understanding this correctly, these read as valid teleport locations. However, the scaffolding is read as a solid block, and so the shulker box can't open, and so it'll teleport to the closest place where it can open, which is going to be the center of the farm. And so to get in here, I have to right click the note block. I don't know what that actually does. I guess it forces the shulker to open, maybe? I don't know. And currently the trapdoor is shut, so the farm won't actually do anything until that gets turned on. And I guess at this point, we need to figure out where the drops are going to go. They're going to come out right here, I think. Yeah. I need a couple more of those. 3 more. That'll do for now. So this is a tolerably easy shulker farm because the 2 I've tried were a bit frustrating. This was pretty good. You got to remember that we've got the Voodoo Beard Shulker Mite data pack, which allows me to turn a Endermite into a shulker by spawning it on purpur. He's in there. But other than that, it was pretty straightforward. There are some adjustments in the comments in the, hold on, share, copy. Here's a link to the Shulker farm. But there was an adjustment for 1.21.4. Okay, that's all working. Yep. And now I just need to figure out where in the video they put the avoid using a boat to move with Shulker as rotating it because con issues with boat ejection. Right. However, make sure to do this putting blah, 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 blah. So powered rails, heal it first with regeneration. And it looks like it's just like right next to the farm. A couple of blocks away. Right next to that first layer. Activator rail, powered rail. Maybe we'll go one more out this way. And then this was a lever. Oh, has to be top slab. Okay, now we just have to do the old staircase to get up there. Need some more solid blocks. You can't put rails on these, can you? Oh, you can. We'd have nowhere to power it, though. Take it easy, Blue. Have a good one. I guess we'll just use... I have a lot of moss. I've got a lot of moss. That'll be easy to remove. I also have too many things crowding the inventory. Actually, keeping up a couple buttons on us might not be a bad idea. Did you know why they added the first step of first making an awkward potion with the nether ward? With nether wart? Because then if you have a lovely misfortune of the first fortress you find not having nether wart, you must find another fortress. Oh. I don't know, it's always felt like an unnecessary step for me. Where's our thing? Probably out that way. Whoops. I'm just out of range. I think that's how they did it in the video. However, this is going to be lab. And then we will have to remove all of the other bits. How did they? They didn't really show in the video how they get it up that high, did they? Right, I guess the horizontal spot has to be long enough that it can't teleport to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's too short. We need to make this longer, I think. With another lever. Because otherwise the Shulker is going to be able to teleport to the sides of the moss blocks. This way. Nope. This. This should be okay. This mushroom block is getting cut down anyway. I think I got it, Music for Gaming. I think I got there just before you did. That feels like far enough, I think. So one of the things I thought I would do is leave the mushroom stumps just in case I want to come back and put things where they used to be. Not sure why. Where are you? Down there. Okay. So you should want to get them in there. You should travel all the way up here to activate these. That should get him all the way up to the top. Oh, I got shot. Kumbaya, thanks very much. That's on. That would have been a mistake. So he should get to there, get ejected, and teleport into the farm, and then go into the central location. And then we'd have to make sure that the snow golems can see him, so that we have to tower up and turn on the open up the farm. I don't know how to do that. Like, how do you make a pillar that the guy can't teleport to? PK Cheese, hello, hello. Yeah, Shulker farm is almost ready. We're just about to put the Shulker in. Matter of fact, so there's the Shulker. I guess I should turn on the farm with the lever before I put the Shulker in? Because I'm just thinking, like, if I go to make scaffolding to go turn that lever on, the Shulker could teleport to the scaffolding, right? Which I don't want. And all this does is open up the trapdoor so that the golems can see him. Soul Sand or Mud Tower. Soul Sand only has a bottom face for the teleport. Fair. Okay. Good to know. Don't have a lot of room. You're now invisible. Let's turf that. Is it the tool? I guess it's the tool. Yeah, it's the tool. Okay, I need to have an empty hand here. And too close, probably, yeah. Okay, buckets. I need at least one of the splash gens. Keep that. Might as well just put this stuff away. Really can shoot me from afar, can't he? First things first, we'll splash him with this. Oh. And don't know if that's going to work. All right, let's just see. Oh, he's not moving. Furnace minecart can be useful, that's fair. We've already got the powered rails. But yeah, furnace minecart, probably a good idea. Oh, you know what? Got a minecart in here. Inventory woes are real. There you go. Think it's working? He teleported all the way to the top. Is there no... That happened so fast, I don't know what happened. He's not oriented in the right direction. Oh, there's a shulker in there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've watched the video a few times before I did the stream, and we've been going at it slowly, and I think I've got enough experience now that I kind of know where to do all the checks and balances and stuff before I go in there. It's nice to have the camera mode to be able to check to see if it's working. So then I guess it supercharges because these guys can see the golems. And so eventually what's happening, you can see it working there. Although, what's happening with this guy now? Why is... That seems broken. Although I guess they just teleport to the middle. Missing scaffold? Nope. These things either work first try or it's an agonizing process. Yeah. I mean, I'm out of range down here. I don't think they can see me. It's noisy. I'm glad I didn't make it near anything important. I'm not going to be able to get to the bed in time, I don't think. Nope. I don't know where the ladder came from. Oh, probably the shulker box. The shulker thing. Which I don't think we need anymore. Needs to get up to entity cramming? Yeah, which shouldn't take too long. No, I agree. There we go. We've got our collection area in the wrong spot, though. The momentum is being shot out. It's okay. We can fix that. Yay, shulkers. Yep, we are definitely going to need them. So, now I need my armor and stuff back. grab ice and guess we'll do slabs. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do... that and... That's a good color slab. Maybe we'll do quartz for fun. And water buckets. Yeah, they really are flying all over the place. That's like a stack and a half already. Holy crap. We have the data pack on the server that makes shulkers drop 2 shells each, so that's also a thing. Man, by the time I'm done this little bit, it'll be, I'll have more shulker boxes than I ever will need. Do I want to do that down there, or do I want to maybe do it on top of it? Maybe I want to do it on top of it. I'll do it below for now. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I should do actually is just use smooth stone slabs. This is 4x the advertised output rate. You can safely shut down, somehow remove all the shulkers and decorate it with floating all the time. Yeah, no, that's cool. So I wonder why it's 4x the advertised rate. Is it because the shulker shells are dropping twice as much? What you think it would be just twice the advertised rate, though, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I don't have to walk all the way over there to get them. That works. %50 chance to drop any shell at all if it's not killed with looting, and looting isn't a big increment either. Yeah. The end zone purple combo works so well in the Mushroom Island. Yeah, a little bit. It's still not my favorite. So the plan is to make some farms that are going to use shulker box loaders. This is why we need so many of these things. Finally, we can sleep. I might need a shulker box loader for the shulker shells. I say might, I will. 100%. Okay. I think I remember how to do this. Where's it? I hear an Enderman somewhere. Where are you coming from? I guess the Lush Cave? I guess we'll use these. This is actually quite loud. Hold on. Hostile creatures. Let's just turn you off for now. Don't remember how to do this. I think this has to be... I was was worried that was going to lock the hopper, but I think because it's flashing, it should be okay. But unfortunately, the dropper is a little overzealous. Zoom, zoom. I do like the idea of using water transports. So unfortunately, I don't have a way to get things up. I guess I could just use a little bubble column, maybe. Let's go with... Maybe I'm going to use a double chest. Actually, maybe... At this point, I can just use shulkers, can't I? So much inventory clutter. Well, this feels good. I am happy that we have all this room now. Redstone. Let's do back of that. I can just make this go a little bit farther around. Let's do this in white. Why not? Need a lot of chests to store all the shulker boxes? Yeah. I need concrete. That's probably gonna get caught on the thing. That's right, we'll have to back that up. To replace that, and do that. I think that's all we need. Good to me. That should get around the corner. I just need some soul sand. Ice cream sandwich or waffles? I mean, why not both? And lab. Gets us halfway there. This is the part where I just really like having endgame gear and knowledge and being able to throw this together quite quickly. They're really flying. This farm is bananas. Like, this was, what, 6 hours to build it? Maybe a little bit more? What's happening here that I did not anticipate? What's working? Going in the first one. There we go. Cool. Not that we need to, but... Like, that is just bananas. This is everything since we've turned it on, plus I built 3 shulkers. I find it funny, like, you go to build these farms and you need to turn them on once for like an hour, and then that's it. To keep that on us, these can go away. Cool. Right, I need to take another break. I might as well just leave this running while it's doing its thing. I'm gonna put all of these in the proper order. There's a little bit of spillover. Probably when the hoppers are not able to keep up, which is funny. But our storage problems are solved. Now I just have to organize everything. I've been sleeping, so I'm good to AFK. So I'm just gonna take another short break. I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. I'll have to go back and look in the video when I actually started the farm, and we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. Seems to be a pretty constant flow. We can get rid of the purpur farm now. I don't know where that came from. I don't think we're having anything miss landing area here. Looks okay to me. So we can remove this, and one of the things I want to eventually do is have the shulker shells go into a crafter so that we can make shulker boxes. I will have to go get some other blocks, I guess. Oh, gonna be a rail in there somewhere. Good. Cool, that takes care of all that. I just have to get rid of that. I don't think we need that anymore. I mean, it's not like it's going to be hard to build again. It is so peaceful working in a mushroom island. Like I underestimated how nice it was going to be. Just not have to worry about mobs unless we're making them. Cool. So that's the first bit of infrastructure here on the Mushroom Island. Going fairly well, I would say. Pretty technical. So if I am understanding this correctly, the best way I can explain it is there are snow golems here that anger the original shulker box, which you can kind of see in there. I don't actually know what the piston is doing. I think the piston is doing something to the shulker, forcing it to open maybe. Anyway, the shulker box then hits itself with the shulker bullet and then duplicates. And then that duplicate can't survive in this area. It teleports to a spot like this, but it can't open. You just saw it there. And then it teleports to a spot like that, but it can't open. And it teleports to a spot like this and it can't open. And then eventually teleports up here. I guess there are some people dying in the farm. Teleports up here. But then these guys can still see the golems. And so they're shooting these shulker bullets all the way down to the golems. And eventually there's like 23 and 23 in each one of these spots. And they just entity cram and die. So by having all of these extra bullets, they're constantly hitting this one shulker, which is constantly duplicating. And that's how it works, I think. I don't know how this worked up here though. Like I don't understand what that was for. I guess it gives the shulker bullets an arc to take. Whereas before, if they didn't have an arc, they were hitting the boats and breaking the boats. I think that was the problem in the previous farm, from what I gathered. But like even some of these bullets, they go all the way around. And they try to find their way in that way. So now the last thing I need to do is I need to put a tower there to be able to turn it off. I think someone in the chat said a soul sand tower, or maybe I could use like a stack of chests or something. I don't think you can put ladders on chests. No. The piston makes sure that the shulker is in the right place for the snow golems. But why is the piston constantly firing though? Are there any lore story behind why mobs won't spawn on Mushroom Islands? Not that I'm aware of, Come By Baby. No. Not that I know of. Minecraft is very light on lore. So I can put a ladder on the top side of that, and the only spawnable or teleport part of a soul sand block is the bottom, I think is what Wormbro said. On the side of a trapdoor is possible to place ladders on, and the shulkers can't teleport to that side. Right. That's true too. They would look better. Those are in the wrong box. I feel like 16 should be enough. Might want to turn the farm off before putting the trapdoors on. Well, that's the problem, is like I can't turn the farm off until I get up to the lever, right? I guess I could try to fly by and hit the lever. Well, I was going to build one at a time, but yeah. You have to turn that lever off. I guess we could try it. Did I do that on the first try? No. I was like, that would have been too easy. There's no way. No. I don't know if I can do that. Stack chests. Yeah, that was the other option too. And that's an option too. That's probably the easiest thing. My Minecraft knowledge is not so deep on the technical side. I can build like nobody's business. But yeah. Sorry, I'll just stack some chests up. All right, so at this point, I've got 128 for me. I don't know where in the video we've I guess I could have put the chests in there, put the ladders up against the chests, and then it that way. I don't know if the farm's ever gonna stop. Like, I guess the golems aren't there, so these guys will just hang out. So there's the block there. That. Three. I did it on the third. Did I put that in the wrong one? I put that in the wrong one. I want the ladder to be on this side. So I need the chests to be on this side. And now I should just be able to put ladders on this side. Right? Yep. Okay. So this would be the teleport side of the trapdoor. I can reach that from there. Okay. So I've turned the farm off, but it doesn't appear to be stopping. Oh, I guess it has now. These guys are just chilling. No? Canadian Jen, hello. How's it going? So many mushroom blocks. Put this over here, I guess. Not that I'm going to use it very much. We need to take this stuff down. I'm tired of walking around it. Taking a little lunch and chill time. Nice. That is coming up for me too. Look at how bright it is in here. So, a storage room that's any bigger than this would be really painful to walk back and forth along. I feel like I can probably bring the glass out. Probably going to need this more often than not. Good spot to put the glass. Here. Oh, that's just an empty box. Probably idea to put some chests over here. I guess I could do shulker boxes with chests in them. So these would be, I guess, the new shulker box chests. All right. Oh no, I can't do that. I have to do chests. That's fair. I want a place to actually store empty shulker boxes. There we go. The chests are another thing I think I want to try and create a sci-fi texture for. Just to make them feel like something different and cooler. It looks like it's finally stopped. So long ramp up and also long, I guess, de-escalation. I'm not sure what we want to call it. Now we got to figure out how to decorate that. That'd be interesting. I guess I could make an actual sandstone box out here now too. Great. That can go in there. I feel like we'll have to make some more boxes for different things. I've never had access to this many shulker boxes before, so it'd be interesting. Need one more spot. Cool. A Borg cube. Well, I wanted to do the glow ink stuff on it. So like one of the things we wanted to try was some signs, some glow ink. Just to kind of show off what I mean. Oops. So it's got a weird sort of strobe effect, depending on how far away you are. But between that and putting some things on the outside of it, like, because that's the teleport range, but like anything we put outside the decorated, the inside surface has to be spawn proofed somehow. So there'd have to be like buttons and things on it. So my initial thought was to do some glass, but then everything inside would have to have some sort of button on it or a trapdoor. So for that, I might wait until we have shelves, because they're a flat thing that we can put on the face of something. Or it needs to be more than 8 blocks away from the farm. Right, because it's a 17 block cube, but it's an 8 block radius. Right, so if we put something, if we build something around it, we just have to build it like you're saying, like 8 blocks. If it's more than 8 blocks this way, then they can't teleport to it. So whatever I put around this has to be, well, that's cool, because then it's going to be a fairly big build, which is why I wanted to make sure that it was far enough away from our main area, right? That we have room to build around it. More than 8 blocks away sounds good. Yeah, I'm not really sure what exactly we're going to do. I like the idea of having the signs there. I think it's fun. It does have a weird effect. I guess it depends on what character you put on it. It might be different if it was like dots or dashes or something like that. You have to be careful with the back of a shelf. I feel like the back of a shelf would be something that they could teleport to, so you'd have to be careful with that. But you could put signs on it or something. So, and obviously from here it doesn't render in. It's just far enough. I mean, the good news is that it, like if we had a proper door, you'd still be able to see it from the moment that you left this area, but it stops. I don't know how far away it is technically, but it's probably 128 blocks. So that's the idea that I want to go for. Something like that. So we can still decorate this thing and have it work. The other thing we could do is be to have some lights or something in there, floating frog lights with buttons on them. That could work. Anyway, very cool to have that done. And we have lots and lots. Almost a shulker box full of shulker shells. Like, that's silly. Like, I might not have to turn it on again ever. I mean, that's a lot. I guess when we start having farms where we're actually making shulker boxes. So, but I don't see myself needing more than a chest full of shulker boxes, a single chest full of shulker boxes for any farm. So, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Let's see who's streaming so we can send you all along. I know Pix has switched over to Hollow Knight. What's Cubfan up to? Minecraft diversity. Yeah, let's raid Cubfan. Cubfan is one of my favorite Minecraft creators. I think you'll enjoy the time with Cub. I am going to go grab some lunch. I'll be back tomorrow for the Lego Let's Chat. We're working on the next bags for the Soundwave set from the Lego Transformers line. And then back again on Saturday for Minecraft. So follow on social media, Joel Duggan. If you are part of the Discord, you'll get a notification whenever I go live. That's automatic, so you never miss it. If you want to become part of the Discord, you can subscribe here on Twitch or join the Patreon page. It's patreon.com/JoelDuggan, and that will get you access to the Discord for just $2 a month. And it's a great way to support me here on stream. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to changing some things up in October. Now that we've got a new version of Minecraft out, now that we've got a couple of other things going on, the weather is starting to get colder, so I'm hopefully going to be streaming a little bit more. So you can stay tuned for stuff like that on the socials. And again, Discord is where I usually talk about all that kind of stuff coming up. So check it out, patreon.com/JoelDuggan. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.